Good morning to all you folks out there. It is a great morning. It is a Wednesday morning, August 2nd, 2017. It's another day to go out, make differences, make impacts, and go just get things done, right? So it's going to be a short one today, but I felt like it was impactful. I wasn't going to do a podcast this morning, but I was inspired by some stuff that I saw yesterday, and I just wanted to share some thoughts pretty quickly. I think when we are all in this journey together, there's a lot of value to people teaming up and building each other up and lifting each other up and making sure that we are celebrating each other's successes and making sure that we are engaging in each other and making sure that we're good to go with each other and helping. Because when you help others, it gives you a feeling that you are helping yourself, and it's food for the soul and for the heart. So as I was skimming through Connect and skimming through No Finish Line Nation and some other social media aspects of people that are on health journeys or that have had some great successes, long time losses, those kind of things that they've had with weight, and then also some of the other very successful pieces that are not necessarily scale victories, as we call non-scale victories, but are things like blood pressure coming down, diabetes being beaten, those kind of things are some pretty amazing things that I hear out there. And of course, with the forums that we've created here with No Finish Line Nation, which is our Facebook page, when you're on there, you see so many people that are just inspiring, and it's overwhelming at times to see that many people that are coming together to, and not only on top of being inspiring, but all kinds of other people coming to build them up and celebrate with them and be happy for them and say great job or good work. And you just never know what that really does for somebody when you just have maybe a bad day that day or something and you need a little bit of a boost, and that really helps a lot. So one of the things that we have seen that's out there, whether it's on Instagram or some other social media platforms or anywhere, actually, would be the hashtag of Transformation Tuesdays. Now, Transformation Tuesdays is just a way that somebody can take a before picture and put it side by side with an after picture and put it out there for everybody to see. And then people can go in and comment or look at or like or those kind of things. And they usually will layer some sort of storyline that's in with that before and after for the Transformation Tuesdays. So that way you can kind of hear what direction that they've gone in, what they've done in their journeys, what their whys are, or maybe it's just something they just want to put out that day that they just needed it. Now, when they do this, it can serve two purposes. The two purposes that it can serve, one of them is for personal accountability, for personal celebration, for us to be able to look at where our journey has been. How many days have we gotten up, you woke up, you looked in the mirror, and it's just not a good day. It just feels off. And the sun's not shining as bright, or the sky is a little bit grayer than what it needs to be, or some drama's going on at home, or anything like that, and it just doesn't feel right. And you sometimes just need a boost. Sometimes need a lift, a pick-me-up, much like a caffeine boost that I get in the morning with my coffees. And when you think about it, you need something like that on those types of days. So before and afters and Transformation Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays and Face-to-Face Fridays and all the different things that you can see when people that are on a health journey know what I'm talking about here. But when you see those things and when you post your own, it can really help you to reframe your day and create a positive place. And if you're having a bad day, what better way to be able to celebrate in yourself for once instead of all other people around you in your own journey of where you're at. So that's the first purpose, and being able to move forward. The second purpose, well, actually, I'll layer a little bit more onto that first purpose because there's an accountability piece too. When I posted before and after and I'm listing it out there and I might put it out there, I like where I'm at with the photo that's on maybe the right-hand side is the after. And then I say to myself, I can't let myself slide back to who I was before. So it's an accountability piece to say I need to stay focused on the things that I have to be focused on to make sure that I don't go back to the one that's on the left, the before picture. And it's an accountability action for me. So that's kind of a layered caveat on to the two ways on the first way to be able to celebrate in Transformation Tuesday. And it's helpful because guess what it does? Up here with our mental monkeys in our head, we need to be able to clear those things out. The moths are fluttering around and we've got to clear them out. And that's one of the ways to do it. Not only with your whys, but also your before and after. What's your journey look like so far? And the second piece is the part that I'm really leaning in on, that I'm really inspired by, is the fact that you have no idea who you're inspiring when you do it. Some people might look at it as being, I don't know, self-motivation or self-love, and look at that and just say, hey, you're always posting pictures of yourself, whether you're flexing, whether you're, I don't know, before and afters all the time and all those things. But to be quite honest with you, I'm just going to be frank and honest. And if your name is Frank, again, like yesterday's Nancy, I apologize. But you need to embrace it. Who gives a crap what anybody says? It doesn't matter what anybody says about your before and afters or how often you post pictures or whatever. It doesn't matter. Because guess what? Who do you think you might inspire? Even if it's one person looking at your picture says, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to be healthy for the rest of my life, and I'm going to focus on my journey and my kids and everything else because I saw that person post that picture on that day at that time. You just never know who you're going to inspire. So if you're a lurker and you hide behind and you're like, I don't really want to put my thing out there because I don't want people thinking, oh, she's full of herself or he's full of himself or anything like that, embrace it. Embrace everything that you've worked on, all the hard work you put into it. Because quite honestly, let's just be honest here. Our journey that we're on is not easy. It's hard. It's hard work. And when you can do hard work and you can celebrate in the fact that you've put so much effort into what you're doing, why not celebrate in that moment? For yourself and for others. And if you have haters or you have people that say something to you, I've had them before. If you have people that'll say, why are you posting so many pictures of yourself, or family and friends, those are the ones that are really the ones that dig in a little bit more. They're like, why are you always posting pictures of yourself? Why are you always doing selfies of where you're at with everything? Who cares? Embrace it. Embrace your journey. Embrace where you're at. Embrace your story. Because you never know if your story can change someone else's life. And to be quite honest with you, if it changes theirs, guess what that does? It changes yours too. Because you've had that much of an impact on someone that they've been inspired to do something better and be better, a better version of themselves. So embrace it today. I know today is not a typical hashtag day, but on Transformation Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays and Face-to-Face Fridays, folks, embrace it. Throw them up there. You just never know who you're going to help on the other end, and also celebrate in who you are. Who cares what people think? I don't. I put myself out there in the uncomfort zone of doing this podcast and doing the videos and doing the blogs. And to be quite honest with you, it was nerve-wracking at first. And just like before, you're going to hit send on that before and after, and you may be apprehensive about doing so, but guess what? Do it. Because you know what's going to happen is on the back end, you get that first compliment by somebody that's going to say to you, hey, that's amazing. You look so good. You've inspired me. Now I know it's possible. Maybe it's your age group, or maybe it's if you're a male or female. You know how many males I say to me that'll say to me, dude, I'm so inspired by the fact that you just put yourself out there like that, because not a lot of men do. Men don't talk about this kind of stuff a lot of times. They just don't. And it's a shame, because I think anybody that may be in a relationship with a guy or is a guy should literally be talking about this all the time. Men's health is so important. And we got to talk about stuff. Talk about the stuff that matters. And if it's weight loss and health that matters, then talk about it. Get yourself out there, put it out there, inspire some people, and go make a difference. Okay? So that's my message for today. A little bit shorter of a podcast this morning because I was just inspired by that fact, and I want to make sure that if anybody is apprehensive or holding back in that celebration of who they are and what they want to become and those kind of things, even if you're at the beginning of your journey, even if you just started, to be honest with you, throw them up there anyway. Because guess what? Even if you can't see the physical attributes that you might be looking for, within that first 2 to 3 weeks that you're losing some pounds, but you can't really see it, it's a game changer for people, because they can literally put themselves up there, and as you get more of those befores as you're moving through, you can reflect on those afters so much more as you're heading through your journey and you're navigating through. Chronological, take inventory of where you're at and celebrating it. Have a great day, everybody. I hope that your Wednesday is going to be as great as mine is, because I know it is going to be a great day, and it's going to be the best August 2nd, 2017 that I've ever had. So have a good one. We'll talk later.